Hello! Welcome to Jade Kind Gaming presents The Observatory. My name is Adam, here with the 50th session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Eric is Stan, Bob as the old man, David is Terry, Ryan is Billy, Austin is Rolfur. Last time y'all just, hung around Kron Port. Stan helped poor Gravekeeper escape the terrible fate he's been living through, returning his infant child to life. Rolfur has gone through majority of a graveyard to call up souls. Many of you went around talking to people in the town, spreading word of the various gods that have returned in this town that was only really aware of Gardain for the most part.
Shame on him.
While the old man waited for the guard to relinquish records of somebody dying to him when requested by a law firm from Nexon. And he got those records. And he learned that the person who had signed off on Jane Smith's death and execution was the current, at the time, captain of the guard, Gardain himself, who lives locally, as this city is his stronghold. We finished up on evening of day 170, where the old man had just walked out of the guard barracks with the new information. Terry and Stan leaving the restaurant where they just had dinner with Gardain. Does anyone have anything to do this evening?
Yep.
Surprise! The old man has something he wants to do. Old man, what do you do?
So, I'm aware of where the mayor lives, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. And what time of evening is this?
It's just evening. It's probably as you're waking up, like the sun is still visible. It's not set. It is setting presently.
And this is like a mayor? Does he live in a townhome, a castle, or what?
It's townhome. It's the honorable mayor.
Okay. In my time here, how long has this man been mayor?
The whole time you've been here.
Yeah, all 5 days at least.
Slow turnover.
Not if old man has anything to say about it.
Oh, I have something to say. So, like, has he been mayor here for
I love that
a
Bob
while,
is literally like sharpening knives as he does.
Has he been here for a while?
You're not sure how long he has been. Like, you don't know.
Close enough for government work, I suppose. They weren't too discriminating. Why should I be? So,
I feel threatened.
the first thing I'm going to do, I suppose, is,
Suppose.
yeah, I think I'll start with the mayor,
The honorable
and then
mayor.
kill my way down.
Literally, honorable mayor's title. Honorable is part of the
Neat.
title.
Well, he's going to be a part of a mayor soon, so I'm going to just kill my way down the list, starting with the honorable mayor.
As long as I know
And,
who you're killing.
him, and then every single guard who I have found, where they live.
How are you killing them?
A lot more mercifully than they deserve. I have a magical sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that, but without any of my divine powers added to it. So it's just going to be the signature of a magical sword. Going to sneak in,
Mm-hmm.
in their sleep and stab them to death. And I think I'm going to cast... Yeah.
I need a stealth check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Due to the breaking and entering kind of stuff that you're having to do.
Alright. So that's a 30? I mean, I probably would have cast Pass Without Trace, but I didn't say it, so it's just a 30 instead of a 40.
30 could have failed. It didn't. But they had a chance at 30.
No, wait, sorry, 40. Because I get plus 10 from my divine feat,
succeeded at 30
10
already.
from my
They
roll,
had a chance, but
and then
it
20.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. 40 is my minimum.
Yeah. They only ended up with a 27, so...
Does he have someone sleeping next to him?
He does.
I'm going to cast Silence on the room.
Okay.
And then kill him in his sleep. And then leave.
Okay.
And I'm just going to work my way down every single person that I have found. And if they have someone sleeping next to them, I cast Silence.
Okay.
And kill them in their sleep. What?
Two of them, two couples are both people with Fallas working at the guard. So.
Oh. Then they both
That's
die. They're unconscious and helpless, so I think I'm auto-critting.
They're unarmored, sleeping in a situation where I'm not having any rolls or damages. You are coup de grace. You are executing them in their sleep. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with the you have to get this roll in order to manage to kill them, or they wake. No, you have them in complete vulnerability. No, you are executing them. But I do need something. Let me check here.
Gardain's gonna wake up and be like, "There's a great disturbance in the force." As if all the voices of the gods were screaming out at once and then silenced.
Just roll a d20 for me, will you?
16. Do I need to add anything to that?
Nope.
Okay.
So I had to go with a straight roll there. So you work your way down the list. Mayor, honorable mayor, sorry, and 15 guards are dead.
Is he not?
Before, at the home of the next one you show up at, standing beside a presently empty bed, is Gardain.
Well, I don't go there.
But that's the home that the guard was at.
Okay.
Please stop. Speak with me. We've agreed to be on good terms.
He doesn't even see me. This is bullshit. Because I'm immune to divination magic and scrying too.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be seen by true sight.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably just
Can't-
talking to the darkness.
Yeah.
I can observe everything inside my city except this one moving space that I can't witness. And everywhere that goes, somebody dies.
Step out.
I appear.
Is there something I can help you with?
I mean, where'd he go?
I advised he leave.
That's okay. He can't hide from me forever.
What did he do? What did any of them do? Perhaps we can use an orderly procession to cause...
I pull out a piece of paper with all the names. It's alphabetical.
Well, yes, that's why I'm here.
It's orderly.
Yeah. Yes, no, he noticed. He put it
Well,
together.
I'm sure they've done something wrong. After all, they might just have been walking down the road, minding their own business, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, death falls upon them. Doesn't matter if they left their children, or their wives, or their husbands behind. Doesn't matter who was looking for them, or hoping for them, or their hopes or dreams.
Of course, that all matters.
All that matters is that chance fell upon them, and they somehow displeased the world at large, and death found them.
Death's not in front of me. Acting is.
You'd like a
Behave
truth,
like
would
it.
you? You'd like a truth?
I would.
I pull out the piece of paper.
Mhm.
If you weren't divine, you'd be on this list too. And I throw it to him.
Is this the list of names? Is this the...
This is the order for her death.
Okay, so the records.
Yeah.
I spent a century as captain of the guard. I did my best to make sure that we only killed people if it was necessary.
I happen to have spoken to her after her death.
And she says she does not believe it was.
Try again.
Hi! Hi there, everybody! We're acting.
And she says she does not think it was.
It wasn't. She got off the boat looking to supplies for her and her young child, and your thugs fell upon and murdered her. Without cause. Simply because of her race. I'm more selective.
She's a
I fell-
changeling. We had no idea her race until after she was dead. Presumably, perhaps she was looking for supplies in a way that was less than honorable.
That's okay. I'm also a good judge of honor.
Leave my city. Do not bother my guards. And you just feel the earth around the building shake a bit. And you sense something hovering behind you.
I don't think I can be taken by surprise anymore.
That's why you sense something hovering behind you. Do you look, or?
Huh? Just remember, attacks are at disadvantage because of my cloak.
Okay. I'm not rolling any attacks.
Cool.
Are you looking something up?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I was. So there's something behind me.
Yep.
I cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
I look at him and I say, 15-1. I suppose it can be justifiable a number. Make sure your guards are more discretionary in the future. Another of mine comes with similar stories of abuse.
Make sure your
I'll be back.
followers pay for what they take.
Yours did tonight. And I step backwards into a door.
Okay. I don't get to describe what was behind there then. Stan? You get a telepathic message requesting if you could meet at the guard barracks.
Just wop, 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 wop.
It's kind of late, isn't it? Sure. What's this pertain to?
There have been a number of murders this evening.
Don't go alone, Stan. You've gotten tricked before.
And you get there and it's Yertle!
Right?
I have to kill you. I don't know why.
Does bring up a great point. This has been an experience where I have gone alone and it gone well. So, wait, is Austin in town? No, he's not in town. He's still at the graveyard.
I'm in the Jade Empire. You should definitely bring the old man with you.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Yeah, it is Gardain.
You know, the old man took care of you last time. You should ask him to come with you again.
I have high intellect, low wisdom, 13 wisdom, so let's see. Go on. So it's Gardain?
Yeah, it's Gardain.
So it's all hubbub.
Yeah. There have been a number of murders this evening. It seemed good fortune that you were around. Figured why waste such an opportunity?
And how long ago did these happen?
Within the last couple of hours.
Yeah, I can resurrect them. Did you centralize them?
We have some work being done for many of the gods that were killed. Figure to begin, we should head to the Honorable Mayor's home.
Well, I gotta see how much damage was done to the body.
You get there.
Judge on what it can actually do.
Single piercing. Right? Like through the throat, just sort of.
Okay.
Precision work.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like art.
Oh. Yeah, I have Warlock spellbook open. These are all third.
Just a little bit of friendly murder.
But I think Ray's dead. My computer's really slow today.
Ray's dead is an hour casting time, but provided the creature has been dead no longer than 10 days.
Start Ray's deading, so.
Yep.
How long? 4 hours?
So it's an hour for
An hour?
for casting. And by the time you finish that one, the guards have all been, so from there.
Yeah, I can. You're doing. I just need 8 hours to myself.
Yeah, and then there
to get
are
book.
15 guards assembled. They'll lead you into. They have sort of a back room set up at the base. You get a little more information of how the guard chair works as he goes in, and he kind of like Gardain kind of reaches up and feels along the chair and presses a button, and whenever a door leads back, and he leads you back through some little back tunnels in the barracks. It does give you that odd feeling, but he brings you to a room that has 15 dead bodies laid out, each with one or more people kind of just sort of gathered around them.
Yeah, I guess I'll start with the mayor.
Yeah. Well, they took you to the mayor first, and it's after that point that they bring you back to the barracks, and the others have then been arranged. It took them like an hour to get everyone there, but...
And yeah, I'll just start raised deading, highest off, like, I guess the same order, just
Yep.
And they're all like, who could have done such a thing?
Raise stand. Rise up, raise stand.
So, you spend well into the next day doing that.
Yeah, I was busy.
So next morning comes around. How's everybody doing? Pretty good.
Just raising some bodies. There's a mass murder last night.
Is that through the general chat?
Yeah.
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 There might be less guards around for a little while. I'm picking them up right now.
Should we talk? I guess we should talk to Gardain and see what's going on with that.
Yeah. I probably should have asked him, but, you know,
He's still around.
In the bodies.
He will wait with you while you do it. He seems to take great care, and
Does he not sleep either?
he can get around it.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't be out of my realm, so I probably wouldn't have heard it. Because I went back to my like legitimately, I probably wouldn't be out of my realm yet.
Okay.
I love this as an excuse to go on another murder spree. However, probably not out of my realm.
All right. Well, so you're gonna ask him, or is there anything we can do to help catch the murderer, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I go ahead and ask all that stuff to him. Adam?
Perhaps we can discuss things privately later.
He's withholding, but he will talk about it later. But I gotta raise bodies.
Well, I mean, if he's not worried about it, I guess we shouldn't be.
Oh, I will note, because also over last night, I guess because that happened, I didn't say, but I did get your follower counts. Over last night. So over the last, whatever, 5 or whatever, you know, since you've been in town.
Stealing Gardain's worshippers, yeah.
Billy gets 1,300. Terry gets 1,600. Stan gets 1,700. Rolfur gets 1,200. Old man gets 1,100.
169. Yeah. Nice.
Very nice. Otherwise, carrying on, yes, so he'll wait for you to finish resing them. Anyone doing anything in the day while Stan is still working on that, or?
Is today 170 or 171?
Today would now be 171.
Okay, well today is the start of week. And no one needs help with a temple.
I mean, if you can speed mine up,
Yeah, but that's not something that, like, I once a week I get a cache of resources. And I'm trying to think of where I want to spend that.
Okay, so nothing specific there. Old man, what do you do as day arrives?
Well, I step out into Nexum.
Okay.
Nexum trim, because I can't teleport.
Yep.
I tell Jane the good news about the murdering. Couldn't figure out exactly who it is. Unfortunately, the deity of order was the one who signed off on it, so I just killed 15 people instead, starting with the mayor. I hope that's okay.
I mean, it's not really ideal. It seemed the point of order would be finding out that only the person responsible would have to suffer for it. Imagine how many of them may also have left behind wives or children that you know nothing about.
Yes.
That just
When one is
causes
given
more
the
pain.
responsibility, when one is given the responsibility over life and death, one should be careful with whom he chooses to use it.
That applies to you as well, does it not? If this God of Orders, the one who signed the warrant to the death, then why would anyone but him need to suffer for it?
He wasn't the one who actually killed. What? Adam,
Okay.
as far as I know, that's not the one who killed her.
As
She was not even officially executed. She was killed on the docks by some people passing by.
it could have
That's
been
the story
him,
I got
or
told.
it could have been someone under his order. Basically, he signed it as the same way that some manager might sign a document and then pass along to an employee to do work. And they just follow the orders that they're told to do. He signed basically that they did it under his order, whether that was standing order or, directly him saying, kill that person. You don't know.
15 people
But,
sure makes a suggestion.
But at the very least, after the fact, he signed that it was something that was under his approval, as the person who makes those decisions.
I look at her and go, all right, you might have a point, but I promise I won't go on a killing spree because you were hurt ever without your approval.
Thank you. Anyways, you don't quite have to get up this early, do you?
No, I don't think I do.
Otherwise...
Honestly, the sacrifices one has to make to keep people happy. I could still do a killing spree for no good reason. It's just,
Just try and remember the pain that it caused you is the pain that many will feel if you do such a thing.
I'll try to keep it to people who earned it.
Stan, once you have finished, he will take you into a side chamber and sort of let you know...
Where he ties you to a table.
where he tells you, as far as the cause, I do believe it was the old man responsible. I don't want that word necessarily spreading. I think, from what I've seen, he's been given representation in the church at the outskirts of town.
Yeah. I believe he's part of it. I haven't seen the church. I haven't seen the church,
Yeah.
but yes, I presume he's part of it.
He mentioned that it was there the night before, so... and I'm not... Obviously, his followers have to be watched, as some of them take things to dangerous paths. I have forbade him from entering the city, and think best to not be around him, but but I didn't necessarily want a feud between gods to be something that the men are worried about.
I mean, that wouldn't be something good to have happen. That'd be pretty bad to have happen. But what? I mean, he has to have reasons. Why would he just randomly kill 15 guards
And the mayor.
in this precise manner?
The honorable mayor.
It seemed he was trying to play some sort of trick on me.
What kind of trick involves ending a life?
The old
Does it
man.
really ended if you fixed it?
I know. Basically, this is a no harm, no foul situation. You're the Swiffer Sweeper of gods. You fix all the misses.
Exactly. What's the big price? You got it pretty much in the bag. But so back to this guy. Where were we?
What?
Where were we in the conversation with him?
Who are you talking to, Gardain?
Yeah. Where was I with him?
Yeah.
Got distracted by the side conversation with Bob there.
Are you shaving your arm to make sure it's sharp?
That's how I test knives. I have hair on this arm. I don't here. The bottoms of my arms are perpetually hairless, because if it can't shave hair, it's not sharp enough to use yet.
He's a good point. So,
It's a safety issue.
he tells me anything else about it?
Do you ask further questions, or?
Yeah, like, why do you think it was him? Like, alright, so I guess you can tell, since it's your city, obviously.
I spoke with him.
Oh.
I sent him away. He hadn't finished when I persuaded him to stop.
Okay. Well, it seems you resolved the matter here, at least.
I hope so. I think my stones will be enough to keep him at bay.
Stones?
Wags his balls. Tanuki style.
I have a manner of protection against enemies of the stronghold.
Wait, say it one more time? I can hear you.
I have a manner of protection against enemies of the stronghold.
Oh, right on. Yeah, forgot the special base bonuses.
Yep.
What is the base bonuses?
They're-
I need to look that
yeah,
up.
they're different for different.
Because I have a rank 5 stronghold. I just
The
don't know
base
what I
bonuses
get.
are not based on the rank. They're based on your
But
class.
they would not do anything unless you're there in the city where the stronghold is.
Yeah, if you'll tell me his base bonuses and inquire about them.
One ally per level of the rogue stronghold, so up to 5 of your allies can hide in the domain, and no mundane or magical means will reveal their location other than you. So five of your top lieutenants are able just to at any time hide in very similar ways to the kind of like divine powers you have them hiding, as long as they're in your stronghold. Creatures trespass.
Obviously, my son is on that list.
Yeah. Your son, probably the actual person that's maintaining your tavern base, that kind of thing. Creatures trespassing in the rogue's domain have an overwhelming sensation they are being spied upon. And when a creature hostile to the rogue and aware of their existence finishes a long rest within the domain, 50% chance that they trigger a hidden trap and take damage upon finishing their long rest.
I like being a rogue.
Curious what mine is.
I'm a rogue. John McCain is a maverick, and I'm a rogue.
Alright, so, yeah, my camera's still freaking
Yeah,
out.
so much for the camera holding out for...
Yeah, we'll see that one day working if it decides to function a session. So, are we? Oh, they're okay. Decided to function.
Oh.
So Gardain told us.
He told you that it was
Or
old man.
What were his powers specifically? I didn't hear that. Oh, my computer was like shitting a brain.
I was just telling Bob what his powers were.
Okay. Did Gardain tell me his at all? Like, what powers does your thing have?
No.
Like, does he?
He doesn't
Nail.
disclose, but he says that he has stones that should be able to keep the old man at bay. That is all. He's not wanting to lay out his battle plan and form of defense.
I can give him a persuasion. Like, that's no big deal. Let me put dice out there.
Hopefully, you don't have to find come up with the defenses. So far, you've been nothing but an ally to us.
The 36 persuasion doesn't get anything else extra out of it.
He's already mentioned the stones. He will show you what the mehur is, and basically he has mehurs, large, like stone, like crudely shaped obelisks that that basically like lift up and like float around.
Cool.
Think of them like
Pretty neat.
large shields to interpose themselves between an enemy and a citizen of the city.
Safety first. I dig it.
Oh, is that it? Pathetic.
Man, Bob has
Somebody-
as good a stealth as the old man.
Ain't nobody as good as stealth as the old man.
He's practically invisible.
I continue being friendly and just like, yeah, just let me know if you need anything or any more bodies need to be resurrected in such a manner again. But it'd be swell if you knew exactly what was driving him to do these actions. But
He is
It doesn't matter
an
at all.
agent of chaos.
indeed. The door's this way. Alright. I guess
Say.
those guards want to go get breakfast.
What?
And
Hey, you guys want breakfast?
you guys want to get lunch something? I don't know what time of day it
By the
is.
time you finish your conversation, the guards have basically moved home, gone home to rest. So
Because they were murdered recently.
yeah, they didn't quite finish their night's rest. So they're
They're going to be wildly understaffed.
also the raised dead option. I think gives them like a -4 for the next like. So I think it has like
4 days.
Yeah, 4
yeah.
days of negatives.
Yeah, it goes down by 1 per long rest. It's pretty brutal.
Long rest. Interrupted.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
Time for you to get a watch.
Noonish.
Oh, so we've already hit our morning?
Yep.
If you wanted to do anything with it, you can certainly could have.
I wanted to talk to Alice.
Certainly, she's available.
Oh,
Yeah, what is she up to?
with Alice, and it's like, I know that you're going to have a bit of time before your stronghold's ready.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to ask if you wanted to set up a warp tunnel so that we could go and visit your place more readily. I mean, it'll be easier for you once it's up and running, but for us, because Ellie's also there.
Yeah, perhaps better speak. I mean, nothing necessarily in. I already took over part of the park to do it. Probably not something that should be set up directly in the park.
Maybe talk to Ellie about putting.
Yeah. See if LA wants to do something in her place. Although I think if you were doing carts, her place wouldn't quite accommodate a cart coming through from the other end. I mean, I'm sure I can work with the old man, and we can get new papers signed if we need to get new land for you. I'm not opposed to doing that, though. It might be better to wait a bit. I gathered around the time we left that the king and queen were on edge about something.
Okay. Well,
from the murdering their whole staff thing.
Yeah. Alright. Something to keep in for when we've got some time to work on it in the future. Since it'd be nice to be able to easily get back and visit LA, and also so she can distribute whatever items she want all over the place.
Certainly.
Alright. Well, how well do I think that I've done on concocting our 3-course chewing gum?
I want. Let's see. I want 3 checks. Give me a second. Trying to get a book. Here we go. Where is this sheet? There we go. I will do an Arcana check. Cooking tools or whatever it is.
Yeah, I've got that.
Check. And
Don't you get advantage on at least part of that since David helped?
yes, you will.
Okay.
Let's do 2 of them Arcana checks. One of them with advantage from David's help, and the other without, and then 1 of the cooking checks, which has advantage.
Okay. So, I'll go ahead and do the Arcana check with advantage. For that, I get a 22.
Okay.
Regular Arcana check. I get 25.
Okay.
And then cooking utensil check. Natural 20.
Okay. You are able to, yes, successfully produce a filling and delicious 3-course dinner stick of bubblegum. You are able to set it up where it is repeatable, but you are only able to basically generate like a D10 of them per day, so it's not something that is wide distribution, but it can be something that just through
Small batch.
Yeah, small batch through like the that your Goombas are able to produce, and so you can have it's a luxury item kind of thing that can be distributed, such.
Oh, I was trying to figure out how I would be able to. Oh wait, no, that was what the other one is. Yeah, this is for the full meal. It's the ever-loving Gobstopper that I have to price to be a couple, like a copper piece or something.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay, so I can produce D10 per day,
Yep.
and it's a... three-course chewing gum. Awesome. Well, I will go ahead and take my newly created thing and step on back in order to inform Chuck about my creation.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and hand him off a sample of it.
That's delicious.
It's like
And he doesn't even turn into a blueberry.
and it's like I also have to thank Terry
Everything
for
above 20, so nobody turns into a... What did we decide it was? Was it cherry or... whatever the pie was.
chocolate.
Chocolate. Nobody turns into chocolate.
Ooh, that could have gotten us in trouble on YouTube.
Deep shit, you could say.
They would have got the chocolate sweats.
I mean, really, that...
Anyway,
also, if he'd have come up
nothing
with
better.
that, that's a whole new way to
Oh,
turn
right.
into some new... make new candy out of this candy.
I forgot the racist thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to be careful talking about the Oompa Goompas. So, yeah, we're going on our own thing. That the meal was successful.
And it's like, but yeah, I have to thank Terry for his input and also for this flavor compactor that he built for me.
which is its own magical item that was made through magical means, not godly means. So it is something that can be created again by somebody else.
Well, yeah.
What? Too hot? No, far too cold.
But I'll take that, and after I'm done talking to him, I'll go ahead and step on back over to Kron Port.
Alright.
And I'll take what I've got remaining of my gum, and I'm going to go ahead and hand it out to some people who are friendly to me out in there, and also try to hand them a copy of my book.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yep.
So, as you get midday and Stan's finished his work, Rolfur's pretty sure he's gotten every one of these gravestones communicated with. What about so you're planning to do?
What, now that I've got them all?
What?
Now that I've got them all?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I gotta go and see if I've got, if I can borrow Terry for a bit.
You will find Terry in the Jade Kingdom.
Oh, he's not here anymore.
No,
Nope.
he goes home to hang out with his wife.
Darn.
It is midday.
Yeah. Today specifically, since no one really needed anything beforehand, I am using my once per week resource cache to bolster my country's infrastructure. So, using it to basically try to create like roadways and monorail if possible. Anything really. So we'll see.
No such thing.
Magical monorail.
Monorail.
Get me a lightning rail.
Just make it, a good way for, say, troops to be able to move through the country. Yeah, that's
Goods.
Ah, troops. Yes.
This
Yeah,
way
good
the
troops.
freshest foods can be brought inland.
To the front lines.
Well, I suppose I see is the grave tender guy made up his mind about if he wants to stay here or do other things.
He's decided he wants to move on, but he's basically going to continue with this work until someone else is found that wishes to take it over.
Fantastic. I'll see about I'll try and look for somebody. I don't know, do I have the power to know all my followers? Do any of my followers live here? Do I know any ones that are in Kron Port?
Yes, you do now have followers here, yeah. The Pantheon has been proselytizing through the town over the last week, so, yes.
Do I have any clerics here?
No.
No? Alright. Well, then I spend the day looking around to what followers of mine I could find in the city and seeing if any of them would be interested in taking up duties for the dead.
Make a persuasion check.
Right there.
You're like,
31!
Yeah, you find someone
Hey.
that if that's where they're needed, that's where they will be.
Fantastic. Then yeah, I'll spend the day helping them get situated, helping our dude get on his way, maybe help him. I mean, he I guess did he own this house out here at the grave place?
No, he's lived in it. It's part of the property.
Oh, he just lives
Yeah,
here.
so he'll be moving on, and whoever moves in will have access to it as needed, whether they wish to stay there permanently. He does have he has an apartment that's actually in the town itself.
Well, then we spend the day doing the paperwork. We're in Gardain's territory. There's probably a lot of paperwork to do. I file that paperwork in triplicate to all the appropriate authorities.
It's not a triplicate that's needed, and it's actually relatively easy paperwork to do. It's paperwork
liquor.
much like when the old man needed to requisition documents about a execution performed by a guard. It took some time to get everything filed on the back end, but all he had to do was fill out a pre-existing form because there's already paperwork all made up. It's already all the organization has been done on the back end, so that for the common person, it's really simple. There's no reason you can't properly fill it out. It's made easy.
Bootlicker.
On the other hand,
Bootlicker.
it is difficult to file the paperwork because at least 2 of the people that were responsible for taking the paperwork are dead.
No, they're sleeping. Yes, closed due to illness.
He said he was targeting guard. I assumed that none of the people that he bothered looking after were the people that did the diplomatic kind of work at the.
No, they're just doing their job.
I figured he was just talking about people that actually went on patrol, kind of guard. That was so.
That being said, if you were gonna rob the place, now is the time.
Yeah, now's the time.
So
once I get my deuce sword set up, then I just let Gardain know that I'm just going to that's the plan. Is I'm just going to have one of my people handle his graveyard.
You seem well adept to maintaining such a facility.
And since I just finished resurrecting and none of the guards wanted to get lunch, I asked over the mine hive, hey guys, I just resurrected 15 guards. Guys don't want to go get lunch?
What time of day would this be, Adam? And would I be done?
So I figured...
You would be done. It's a little... It's past noon at this point.
Okay. In which case, I am in next to him and I say, respond with, oh, no. I'm quite alright.
You actually respond.
Thank you, though.
Someone else? He has
What
crazy
happened
parents.
that killed 15 guards?
I respond back. We don't know. I asked if we could do anything to help, but Gardain said that he was taking care of it.
Oh, so it's political stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it. So, whatever it is,
Keep
we
to
don't-
himself.
He's clearly taking the lead on this, so I'm just letting him take it.
Well, he's taking the lead based
I'm
on the
acting
last
off
bit
of
of information
information.
that you gave
Yeah.
him. Because you never updated
Because-
us.
Because, as we all know, Terry's a loudmouth.
That's why I'm just letting him continue for a hot second. Is he done? Okay. Gardain said it was something to do with the feud with the old man. I won't really go into details about that, but he also will throw stones at us if this is the town's defense measure. So he's got that going on.
Weird.
So yeah, it looks like old man's now allowed back in the city.
If it makes you feel better, I was scolded.
So it is political. It's godly political. The old man killed 15 guards.
Yeah.
And the mayor.
Yeah.
14 guards and the mayor.
No, I
Okay.
think it was 15 guards and the mayor. I think because you had a 16 total.
Oh yeah, he stopped me on the 16th.
Yeah.
Did you at least have good reasons for killing 15 guards?
Yes.
Old man, was this the first time you've done this?
Yes.
So that's a no and a no.
I
You know
resent
what?
that.
You didn't
I had-
You resent it, but you do not refute it.
Well, seeing how you don't believe me anytime I say anything, there's no more point in refuting anything you have to say.
That's true.
I trust that you never did something like this in the Jade Country, right?
Correct. I haven't ever done anything like this before at all.
Okay. Thank
It
you.
was necessary as an act of retribution against those who have wronged a worshipper.
Well, that sounds political.
All of these are true, Adam. Don't laugh at me.
Yep, this sounds political. I'm good.
No, it's fine. They got brought back to life, and honestly, like, I did my end of the contract.
Thanks.
Yeah. Everything's right is right, I guess.
See, everything's fine. David, would you quit shaking it with your foot?
My cat is so interested in my,
I keep telling you, I'm pretty sure your cat's retarded.
And the
This is
camera.
very special. You're gonna knock it off.
The takedown.
That- Don't.
Listen, I love Jinxie, but that's a dumb cat.
Oh man, if you'd like to challenge him, you can try and come back in time, I presume. But it's your own volition.
You're not starting a war, are you, old man?
No, I mean,
Okay.
not there.
All right. Well,
Actually, technically not anywhere. You started a war.
I did not. I made
Reparations?
reparations. Yes, I did make reparations for that.
Oh, well, I put down in all the books that you started it, so that's between
Besides,
you
they
and
wanted them
Rolfur
dead
now.
anyway, and I mean, they wanted that guy. They wanted that king dead anyway.
You know, every time I use that excuse, people call me I'm a tyrant and a bloodthirsty emperor. I don't think you're going to get away with it.
I am new to
Hey,
this.
Rolfur, how those history books look for me as the whole bloodthirsty tyrant, though they wanted that dude dead anyways? They look good for me, or do I still kind of look like the asshole?
I mean, for you, you look pretty good. Your records would see you as sort of like a necessary evil. I'm guessing that'd be your history, probably.
Remember,
Where you're
Necessary evil.
as you're seen as sort of a heroic figure, but yeah, he killed a lot of people.
See? Necessary evil, you'll be fine.
Well, necessary evil or otherwise, I'm up in the Jade Country dealing with some infrastructure works.
I did that the other day.
I can delegate this. Are we wanting to? Do we have a new target?
For what?
Proselytizing?
Oh, right.
I mean,
right,
basically,
right.
we're just we're
You
just
target to
keeping
murder?
each other's. Like, no, we're basically just keeping each other's. Like, my understanding is that we're really just keeping each other's backs while we travel around and make sure that Rolfur has access to what he needs to make sure that the River of the Dead throughout the world is clear as it can
You
be.
guys want to go to the Goomba Islands?
No.
Oh, we could go check out what
I thought you
Portal's up to.
you took all the Goombas.
No.
Yeah, that's my least favorite third world country.
And it's like,
There's
So-
nothing there.
There has been no World War II, thus no Third World.
Unless we make one.
I'm pretty sure I've started at least one world war, so maybe we're on our way to the Second World War now.
All right.
Oh no, that draws really bad parallels to me. I didn't start the First World War. I checked that back. It was that was a different dude
okay,
You're
who I deposed.
okay.
you're more of a Napoleon than a Hitler.
Don't you get short with me.
To be fair, Napoleon wasn't short.
5'7"
like-
is short.
Yeah, he
History
was.
remembers him as short, and so he must live with that. Well, not exactly.
Yeah, he'll never live it
Yeah,
down.
there you go.
He also had some very disturbing fetishes.
I
Man,
didn't
man
know
likes
you knew him
people.
so
He
well.
was French. He's French.
uh,
They're not disturbing in France. That's just how they are.
Yeah, that makes European.
Because this video is going to go on YouTube, I'm not going to say these things aloud.
I
However-
appreciate it.
If you feel like researching it,
But yeah. So
so,
how do you spell Napoleon?
so no one really wants to go to the Goomba Island because I mean
Napoleon. Spelled-
Goombas aren't really people, so they're not going to really count as worshippers.
Whoa!
You
I think they're
you
people.
distinctly know otherwise. In fact, a big boon to Billy's early follower count was because of all the Goombas in his workshop.
Yeah, but like they're like, what is it, like 3/5 of a worshipper?
At least 3/5. I mean, they are that size.
This is not even the first time I've
The
made these
comments
jokes.
of David do not necessarily represent the beliefs or opinions of Jade Kind Gaming.
Video.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch as Chester Vile, so there's a reason why it's so vile. But yeah, anywho,
you guys,
on a more serious
I
note,
hope you still are by the
there
time
enough-
this comes out, because...
Yep. I don't see why I wouldn't be. There's lots of games I want to play on there.
You guys want to go meet Jack? That sounds fun.
I said we could.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, we can find Jack.
Actually, before we go and meet Jack, I would like to go and check in with Yertle to see about getting him on the contract.
Feel free.
Let's go see what wars he's getting up to.
Good luck.
No one else wants to go and see Yertle?
I mean, if the old man's not taking him to Beastland in order to spur on the war, I don't see what the point is.
What?
To be fair, he could also take him to the Jade Country to spur on the war.
That's true.
I don't want him in the Jade Country. I find him to be concerning. He... Jinx! Oh my gosh. Okay, what do y'all want?
I'm down for the Yertle idea.
So, Stan want to go and find the Men of Iron?
Let's go.
I'd like to see the Men of Iron too. Old man?
Are you gonna pick up old man?
Yeah, sure, we can go there.
Okay. I'll go pick up the old man. And
Meet you there.
do you guys want to meet in the wastes?
Yeah. Yes.
Or I mean, it's how far is it from the the king's palace that was the death dude that city.
Silver Spire?
You know what I'm talking about? The death dude city?
Talking about Silver Spire?
How
The one where you
Is it
started the
Silver
war?
Spire? The one where we had the altercation, yes.
Yes, yeah, Silver Spire.
Okay. That's near the waste, right?
It is the same... It is the same country.
Have we been somewhere that's closer?
Yeah. That other town.
Yeah, Dryton definitely... Potentially Dalport?
Yeah, Dalport is sort of close to that area too.
Oh, well, do we want to just go from Dalport?
That'd be easier, probably.
It's a lot more convenient of a trip, because you're getting a lot further north before you enter into the desert.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's, why don't we, I'll go pick up, actually, does Dalport have a, portal to, Nexum?
It has it to the Great City, not Nexon.
And, okay, so he will still need a pickup. Okay.
You're already in... So you already have a portal right there. Atlas will pick him up.
Oh, okay. Is that gonna cost? Well, you know what? If she wants to pick him up, that's fine. I'm not gonna argue with Dallas.
Did you want me to just bring you back to Dalport?
No, I mean I've got a portal here from the Jade Country.
Oh, right. You're not in.
Me and
we
Rolfur are
have-
the only ones left now, I guess.
Yeah, Dalport and the Jade Country have, or well, specifically Dalport and the capital city that I can't remember the name of now, have active trade through the portals. Yeah, Koshkot. Koshkot and Dalport have active trade through those portals.
I forgot that you weren't in Kron Port or
Yeah.
Kron
Yeah.
Port.
They're in Kron Port.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only me,
Um,
Austin, and...
Do you guys? Yeah. So, do people in Kron Port need to pick up, or is Alice got that too?
I presume.
Yeah, Alice can bring them along. They'll party pick up. Sure.
Okay. So we all meet in Dalport.
So...
Well, I can take the people in Kron Port to Dalport.
Okay.
It's like I just have to open my door and we walk through.
The easiest trip.
You get them, Alice will go pick up Old Man, and the world will shake around him. And yeah, easy enough. Meet at the chocolate factory.
Yes. I go there immediately. So like I say goodbye to my wife. Have her ask her to get delegations done to keep the the resources going towards the because I am dropping almost 17,000 gold on the infrastructure stuff.
Okay.
So so ask her to do that. Make sure that she's okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately head to the chocolate factory so that I can beat everybody else there, so that I can have personal time with the chocolates.
Oh my!
What?
I am definitely going around with the Goombas and taste testing things.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh, now
I thought
they're
you were getting
people.
weird there.
What, you thought he had to make a luck check for the chocolates, too?
He was going to make a Terry Sunday.
No, I'm not bringing the wife. No, Terry hasn't had a good a good dessert meal in a while. So he makes himself a little sick.
This is the best use of greater restoration. No more tummy ache.
Eat so much chocolate, you give yourself a sickened condition. Greater restoration. More
I
chocolate!
mean, it does say something about
Oh my gosh.
there is definitely people in the Dungeons and Dragons worlds who are so rich that they have a cleric on staff to cure their hangovers and not worry about the other people in the world who might need that kind of power for other things.
Think of the Roman Barfatoriums in a magical world.
Yeah.
Wow.
But while I'm at the chocolate factory, I wanted to pick up a bag of everlasting gobstoppers while I'm there.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to hand them out to people.
Oh, did you perfect them?
It's like, yeah, it's my holy symbol. I've got them up and running.
So you could suck on them in class, and everyone and the teachers would just think that you were thinking really hard. Sugar quills. That is.
I'm reading some notes here. Okay. And then, do you do anything in town before heading out?
Nope.
By what method are you traveling?
Broom.
That was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Because, I mean, like, we're going to travel a ways. Can we do it by boat?
I travel via Alice. Alice takes me where I wish to go. Best taxi driver.
She got you to Dollport. I mean, it's...
Best spare seat on my broom if someone wants to ride.
I mean, yes, there is a river. I mean, you'd be going upriver, but if you have the means...
Do I want to... I mean, should we summon steeds?
Let's go for a ride, yes. Tally ho.
Alright.
I don't know if we wanted to.
We want to go quickly and just like
Cause,
fast travel via.
we'd be looking for either Yertle or we'd be looking for the Men of Iron, right?
Yeah.
Well, did we want to just try to scry Yertle to see if we can find him?
Idea.
Do we want to spend a day in Dalport and while I make an airship?
I don't know if he'd be able to accomplish that.
You want to know the most outrageous thing? You don't already have an airship.
I have no... What?
Listen, you don't look at me and say, how do you not have that piece of information? You want to know why you don't say that? Because I do my fucking job. Where's the airship?
Does anybody have anything from the desert that we're going to?
Just like ignored.
Can we teleport to one of those towns that we visited that was in the vicinity?
Billy,
I don't think we have
Yes.
anything from there.
Okay.
do you have much of a mind of sentiment?
As far as what? What?
It's Ryan.
Hey, Ryan went out this
Yeah,
time.
Paul died.
Oh. Yeah, we
You
can
wanna
still
pause
hear
it?
him. How is
From
that?
inside the house.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay. So, do we have anything of sentiment?
No, does Billy have anything of sentiment?
It's,
It's not.
No.
Do you have the camera on?
let's see.
We're out of order.
Turn on camera. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Do I have
Where is
anything like a article of Billy's?
Yeah, something that he would have had from his youth before he left for his journeys.
Oh. Probably notes.
Okay. Because you grew up in Saltbury,
Mm-hmm.
which is the town on the border of the desert, upriver. So
Okay.
that cuts out about 500 miles of your journey.
It's like, yeah, I could tell us up to my hometown. That'd be closer.
Well, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we teleport to Billy's hometown, expecting it to be some crazy shenanigan.
So, using
I was
some
expecting it to.
notes, you find yourselves teleporting into a small, cramped bedroom where some child kind of looks up. Oh my!
Sees a number of strange men.
So,
I just kind of go, "We're the gods." Shh.
That's awesome.
I give him a gobstopper. There you go.
I give him a dagger.
I look at Alice.
What? It's
Not
for
what it-
eating. I look at him. I go, "For eating only, right?"
I give him a gold because there's going to be medical bills later.
I exit the room, expecting a family.
Yeah, you exit the room into a hallway that you like you slide down with your gut on both ends. It's like a narrow hall out of here.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? I'm like, have fun with this, you guys. Was there a window in that room?
There was, but it was.
I'm misty
Okay.
stepping through it.
I grab Alice and I go, and poof, and we dimension door out of the room.
Okay.
This is quite awkward with this shell on.
You make your way through. There is a couple in a small like living dining room kind of area that kind of.
I give them the gold instead of the child, actually. Just, here you go. Have a nice day.
For medical
Thomas?
bills, as you walk out
For medical bills,
of
yes.
their child's room.
Thomas! they like it's like push through the hall beside you guys back to your children's room. Otherwise, you end up on a very bland street. There's dust sort of blowing through the air off the desert. You hear a very rhythmic sound of a pair of blacksmiths working in the distance. And you can hear churning of some water mills not too far from here.
I thought you were
Occasional
gonna say butter.
dog barking, cart rolling down a street, but a sleepy town.
I thought we were in a desert.
You are in the plains just east of the desert.
Okay. Got it.
And the river that you are following goes right through the desert.
Okay.
The rain doesn't fall in the desert. The rain falls in the mountains north of the desert. The river goes through the desert. And in fact, there's a lot of people that's where they choose to live in the desert, is right along that river where that water is coming through.
Is this Egypt?
It is not.
No.
Well, I mean, it's a desert. People are living next to the river.
That's what you
It's
do if you're in a desert and there's a river.
Yeah, like Egypt.
Yeah.
like Texas.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna use some power here. Are we gonna plan on actually going through the river? Like going the way of the river?
The people in the house that we teleported to, they ran back to their kids' room, right?
Yes.
I
It was your old home.
Yeah.
It's the place you grew up in, and whoever's bought the home since you left.
Okay.
It's a sturdy building.
Yeah. While I'm walking out, I leave a copy of my book on their living room table or something.
Okay. This might explain a bit to them.
You just hear, "Where's your knife? Where'd you get this knife?
Where is your knife?
Where'd you get this knife?"
So yeah, were we planning on footing it, or do we want a boat, or what are we thinking?
How far away is he from here?
Do you know?
And did anyone end up scrying? I don't know how to
How long
spell
does
this.
scrying take? Scrying takes 10 minutes. Okay.
Requires some material components, but yeah, it's for scrying. It's for looking for places.
And then we have.
Do we have a body part, nail, or other possession of Yertle?
Dagger.
Do we know where he is, or we just need to look around this area? Do we need a guide for this area?
Here's the dagger of his. We can use that to find him.
Oh, you got a possession of his?
Yep.
Okay.
Was that the dagger he was trying to kill you with?
Yep.
Oh, how the tables have turned!
My. Look what we have
We
here.
all thought the guy collecting daggers was crazy. Look how that turned out.
Man, both could be true. You can both be crazy and useful.
Okay. Anyways, you can borrow your Yertle's dagger for this purpose.
Alright.
I went it back for reasons.
So, where do I get the dagger to? Doing the scry. Locate. What spell is Ryan doing?
Oh, am I doing it? It's like, I'm capable, but I'm not. We would need to get the material component for it for me.
Oh, what do you need?
1,000 gold, crystal ball, silver mirror, or pool of whatever, basin of water.
Let's see. Do I have that crystal ball?
Need some fancy stuff to do scry.
I'm just looking through my components. Fleece, jade dust, there's a pendant, a jeweled horn, a glass eye, pearls, diamonds, silver rods, rubies.
There's a couple people passing you in the street as you're just digging through your bag.
Remember the bag remember the bag has a chainmail of gold around it. So recall that.
Alright, so do we not have one?
I'm still checking.
Don't you just said you need a basin of water?
A font filled with holy water of at least 1,000 gold value.
Oh
yeah, no, we don't have that.
I thought you needed an orb.
No, it can be any of the three. Or something that the DM allows you to use as a scrying focus, I suppose.
We can just get a bucket of water and throw 1,000 gold into it, right? Yeah.
Money bucket.
Because you are gods, and it is holy water that you are needing. Yeah. If that's what you want to call your holy water.
What? Wait, what? Your holy water's what?
It is you need a significant value, 1,000 gold worth value of holy water.
So if we bless
Holy
it,
water would be technically right then, right?
You find a mostly a half dried up fountain,
I do not.
sort of near center of town. If something like that is, if you want to.
I do not have.
Yeah,
any of
I
the-
guess we can sit here at the fountain and bless the water in order to make it of sufficient value.
Mirror of the Past. I might have that mirror you need.
Okay.
Mirror of the Past. It is a rare item, so it is going to be worth way more than 1,000 gold. So yes, I have a platinum hand mirror.
Okay, does that work as a silver mirror for the purposes of these?
It is a rare magical item.
It's
so.
platinum. It's not silver. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
You can
Like
Beauty and
a
the
handy
Beast
mic.
mirror.
And it's like, alright, then
Show me Yertle the War Turtle.
yes. Show me Yertle the War Turtle.
Mirror, mirror in my hand.
Yep.
So,
While you're doing that, I go ahead and unfold my 9x6 flying carpet, and go ahead and use creation to go ahead and make some like ropes and that are like chairs that you can kind of sit on the side, so that you can like kind of put your feet on. And yeah,
So
it's all
you
just-
make aerial sex swings.
no, you put your feet on the hanging part, so you're sitting on the edge of the
Yeah,
carpet.
and sex wings, that's where you hang from.
okay. So anyway,
So it's you sit on the carpet and put your feet in the stirrups.
And like some pillows behind you, so you can like lean back.
Are you sure you're not building a sex swing?
You know, it depends on how you use it. So
It's not its sole purpose, but if the journey takes long enough and you decide you want to,
you know, old man, you're the shapeshifter. It's up to you, really.
You don't know that.
I didn't
I
space
do
my
not
brain
know
there
you're a
almost,
shapeshifter. No, we absolutely know that you change shapes. We just don't know how.
I cast a spell.
Uh.
Disguise self.
but yeah, I'm scrying on him. Would you consider Yertle to be familiar towards me or just firsthand?
I mean, you've met him.
yeah,
You're
just
familiar with them.
firsthand.
Okay, so
Hmm.
he doesn't get a penalty, but he doesn't get a bonus. And then since we have a possession of his, that gives him a -4 on his saving throw.
Okay, so what kind of? So I need a what save?
It's a wisdom saving throw. He needs,
Are you using your bagpipe?
yeah. If he needs to make a 24 DC at a -4.
What is the?
So
It's
he's
just-
striding to the beer going.
Yeah, that's how I cast spells. What's that?
We,
What kind of save,
we
though?
step up.
It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
We go a little ways out of town before.
No, he's
No,
laughing
at
at
the fountain where he's playing
So
his
he's at
magical
-4?
bagpipe.
Yes.
Oh, like 14.
So now we're watching.
So what happens? I don't know what the spell does. I haven't.
Oh, on a failed save, it creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target.
Okay.
I can see and hear through the sensor as if I were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of them for the duration. A creature that's invisible can see invisible objects, can see the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of a fist. And instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, you see him definitely well within a desert landscape, surrounded by what seems like temporary structures, sturdy, like war tent kind of things.
I pass this info along through the mind link.
Okay. As he walks around and just, he's kind of parading forward, just sort of like that sort of movie image of like the general looking at troops like on like when in training, not like actually in war, but where and it's going on, and tightening up someone's form, belittling them a bit, of these just men of metal. Easily 150 of them, sort of in just sort of the platoon that he is basically pacing along a line of. How long does the sensor last?
For up to 10 minutes.
So assuming you hold it, most of it is him there giving corrections to various people, probably, 10 men, 5 people, these sort of metal men deep, and just kind of going along the line. And by the time he gets the end of that line, and he's sort of peeking around the end, looking around the area from him on that farther end of this row of soldiers, you are able to notice further, not quite a chariot or a cart, but some sort of vehicle made of masses of metal, is sort of sitting off to the side with some more of these metal men tinkering about with it.
I swear, if this dude has a Humvee.
In the desert sand, half covered in
He's making his own airship.
cloth or leather, like tent structure, keeping like the sands off of the work that is being done. But they're preparing some sort of tool.
Okay. Well, before the timer runs out,
Yep.
I tell people over the mind link to hold hands with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Put my
Hands.
I put my carpet away.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to teleport to the location that I can see.
Easy enough.
So we just popped in on 150 guys with Yertle.
Yep.
And like regiment, everyone holds up some sort of baton-like weapon. Probably about the nearest dozen aimed for you. Some sort of stick. Just as far as you can see off into that distance, and it's not a huge distance you can see, there is sand in the air in this area, are just people that have readied it up to the side, but have not...
Are you saying hundreds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Hundreds.
those.
What the fuck? Hello, God! It has been some time.
Yes. Has been some time.
How are
I just
you?
kind of go, sup?
Sorry I had to leave. I've had things to work on. Stand down.
No, he's right over there.
I've missed our small talk.
Pleasant. Sincerest apologies. I completely misunderstood the process. However, I would like to express with your arrival. Give me a second. I have to...
Do,
something
do,
up.
do, do.
Oh, not that one.
Notes.
There we go. Taking a step towards you, just sort of spinning a ring on his finger. Well, do joining me here, I would compel you to worship at my feet. You would need a wisdom saving throw to avoid a charm effect.
we are all immune to charm effects. Thanks to Mind Blink.
Also, that only lets him be his friend. I don't think any of us would choose Oblivion as for a friend.
It's compulsion.
Well, isn't it charm person?
No, it's the spell
Or
is
is it
compulsion.
suggestion? Oh, there you go.
Hey!
That might work.
What kind of skill do you need? Or who needs to make it?
Hmm? You're roboting.
He's doing more than that. Yeah, we're all immune to charm, though, so it doesn't work.
I know that.
Yeah. But, so, we look at him like, come on. We're coming we're coming here in good faith to discuss this with you.
We can tell he just cast it on all of us, right?
No, he only cast something on you.
Oh, so I can tell he cast it on us, though, right?
Unless he has subtle spell, he probably has verbal or somatic components.
Hey,
that he
Adam?
You gather that he's probably cast a spell, but you don't necessarily know that you're the target. I mean, he said something to you, so you can infer.
Adam?
28 Arcana.
I'm not people talking. I can't tell what's going on.
Okay, so... Okay, Eric can infer that the spell is cast at him. I'm going to go ahead and cast Dominate Person on Yertle. DC 21.
And that is a what save?
Wisdom.
He will choose to succeed.
Okay. I do the same thing where I go, why don't you, why don't you, or there's only one thing. Oh yeah, I told him to go ahead and pray at his feet. Go ahead and worship Stan.
With my 28 Arcana, do I recognize both of the spells?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and not do anything, but Terry is absolutely just gonna be like, he tried to compel him. He tried to dominate monster him.
Nope, dominate person.
No,
so
he tried to dominate
that's,
person.
I have that at will. So let's see if you can do it again.
Or we could not do any of these things again, and chill out.
I'm following Bob. Let him go ahead. Just... Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna do it again. I'll fucking do it again.
Does anyone do anything to stop it?
What, to stop the old man?
Yeah.
I think this.
I know the original reason that you said you were coming here was to get him to sign the contract not to do this.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's probably a good
powerful.
Method of getting you to agree to assign the contract. But
I'm not going to interrupt him.
I don't really trust. Let's see. What's going on? We have dominate persons being attempted. We had a command attempted. I have the spell slots to do it. I will counterspell.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Let's talk.
Stop, please.
Nope. Had his chance.
I tried to I cast Wall of Stone so to break line of sight.
Dimension door.
Well, that uses your action,
so,
but yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can grab Yertle's hand and say, "Let's get out of here," and try Dimension Door with him.
Okay. At this point, you guys have an army firing bursts of shrapnel at you.
Yeah, I'm casting Sanctuary on myself.
They're not going to essentially be effective, but that is what is going on.
well, there's a wall of stone that's nice
Oh,
cover. At least.
Yeah.
Yertle never signed it. I'm guessing the old man never signed the papers either.
No.
No,
Right.
I did.
You're.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, old man did.
But we're allowed to
Yer-
tax him.
Yertle did.
The only one who
Isn't
didn't
part of
sign
the
it
report.
was Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, I refused to sign it.
And
That's a good
the old man
point.
failed to failed to get the guy to try to worship Eric, so the contract would not have gone off. If we had continued, then
No, the contract
No.
would not have gone off because Yertle has not signed.
It's not part of the contract. Yeah, we signed that we wouldn't do it towards each other. His agreement is he wouldn't dominate us.
yeah, that's yeah, okay.
Technically speaking, he can dominate Ryan all he wants.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
and he started it, so.
But when you like 3 actions in the course of what just happened there.
it was about 20 seconds.
Yeah. Are we getting rained on by
So
everyone?
you've yeah, I mean it's enough that you can fight into a defensive position. I'm not bothering to roll any attack. It is ineffectual towards you. It seems like it would be a great force against mortal men. Perhaps something great
Where
to
did-
use towards your advantage if you were trying to start a war. But
But where did they teleport to? Because Dimension Door isn't that far away,
It's
right?
500 feet, and I would have gone on the other side of some tree.
yeah, he could have gone 500 feet away, and that would be beyond where you can see. You cannot see
I
even
can-
half that far,
I can Dimension Door too.
but you don't know what direction.
Forever.
I also whisper to Yertle. Shh.
Your intelligence is high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan?
You know
There is.
how to stop that. I don't know if you have the abilities.
How to stop what?
That from working. The same way it didn't work on
What?
Sam.
Oh, giving him mind blank? Well, that's unfortunate because I don't have that prepped. But I would be like, that was not part of the plan. I will, however, manifest some manacles. Put one on my arm, and put one on his arm if he lets me.
Make a persuasion check.
We're in this together now. I don't want to be in this together. Too bad.
I am thinking so hard at you with your telepathicness that you're a bitch.
That's
This would be fixed if you would just go
That's
away and let me
25.
fix it.
Oh yeah, he'll let you do it. Bob,
Yeah.
does the old man have a outside goal?
A what?
Was there something that you were wanting to accomplish that you were mad at? That you needed to get away from their stronghold?
What?
No.
Okay. I felt like that after your talk with Jane that you were still going to try and seek direct retribution, but okay.
No, I was done.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I misunderstood your conversation
She
with her.
specifically asked me not to.
No, she specifically asked you not to target anyone other than the person who was responsible.
Yeah, she was cool with you going after Gardain.
Yeah.
Okay, well that has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
We're not there.
I misunderstood why
Don't-
you're even here then.
What? No.
He joined the
I
group.
would-
We invited him.
why
He
he's
attacked.
here-
Yeah,
He
as a-
attacked.
we as a group-
Yeah, he did a hostile action. Bob did the right thing. I don't know what.
He did a hostile action, and then the Jade Country dude betrayed the entire group by taking his side.
Yeah, no, I don't see any. Yeah, Bob's right. Yertle totally activated the mutually
straight hostile action.
assured destruction part of this, and so it's like I don't fault old man in this circumstance.
No,
fact-
I'm not
yeah,
saying that. I'm saying old man as far as I thought he had an ulterior motive.
No.
I was misunderstanding things with the old
Oh
man.
no, this was Yertle's screw up.
Yeah, this is Yertle started some stuff.
when you're like berating the old man for being a
I'm
coward,
I'm berating you
or
for betraying
when
the
old
group.
man's yeah, I'm gonna be like, we expected him to do something like this.
Disagree.
Okay, then you were a fool.
Remember, he's not really concerned about who's actually at fault. He's just looking for an excuse to do it. This is a casus belli, fabricated or otherwise.
So look,
I mean,
this was absolutely in his MO.
Ally.
Yes, and it's in mine to fix it, and you're
It
making
doesn't
it very
need-
difficult.
There's nothing wrong. He failed as
There
we...
is something wrong. He attacked. I
Well-
could fix it so it would never happen again,
Old man,
and you're ruining it.
what are you presently doing action-wise? Are you just
Dude,
up
hunkering
army.
down, or are you, because you mentioned that you could dimension door, are you searching?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to make
Also,
an
so you
investigation.
guys are just... So you're searching through all the gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about gunfire.
Okay.
I can turn invisible.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on Yertle. Actually, no, we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to go ahead and teleport away.
Yeah, it's 24.
Okay. Where do you teleport away to?
Teleport.
But that's true. We do know the old man can't teleport.
Yep. You could totally outrun me now. I used to be the
Teleport's,
fastest.
yeah, teleport's not too far away,
Okay.
and it's you know what? Yeah, it's somewhere that I know that I can get to without an issue, and it's not too far away that we can't get him back.
Okay. He will go.
Did I see him guys teleport away?
So
That's
24.
not a teleport.
David, roll a stealth check.
Oh boy. Do I have?
You're running heavy armor, disadvantage.
I have +0, and so that's a total.
So yes, you see them.
That is a total of 2.
Yeah. You spot them teleporting away.
You spot the gleaming jade and golden armor through the sandstorm.
So,
And is
No,
your movement around? Were you doing that through using your action to dimension door, or how were you getting about?
Who, me? Me? Well, I can do that, and I also have just an insane amount of movement.
I was trying to figure out if you'd have a. What is the range on? Assuming you're still trying to do the same
I don't have...
shenanigans.
Honestly, I would have tried to banish David,
Sure.
and then done that, but the range on banishment's only 60 feet. And
He's
my
within that when you can
movement...
see him. You can only see
Yeah,
50 feet away from you. So by the time you found him, he is within that.
Okay. David, you got banished.
I think he gets a check
What's
for
the
that, I
save on
assume.
that?
yeah,
It's a
charisma.
charisma DC 21.
Ooh.
Pretty sure it's 21. Let me check. Hold on. Where's my DC? DC 23. Sorry, DC's 23.
Well, I did not roll a 19 to get that.
You have resistance though, don't you? Don't you have legendary?
I do have legendary resistance. I'm thinking if I want to use it.
is it enough
Or
effort to
just
be?
counterspell.
That's a good point. Do I know that this is coming? Can I counterspell?
I'll let it swap. Are you
Want me to roll
Are you
it?
trying to be stealthy,
Yeah, he keeps running away.
Terry? Give me a perception check.
It won't be enough.
Yeah, no. I did not get in the 40s.
So what did you get?
5 plus.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no.
I was just gonna set it
5.
to a straight 20 DC, but no. Okay. I was not gonna let
Yeah.
him roll against it for you to spot it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm getting banished. It's either use that or not. No, I'll take the banish.
Okay.
What happens when since we're handcuffed together?
You go, he stays.
Yeah.
It's one creature.
Just one creature. You find yourself.
Well.
It goes to your home plane, so you actually go to your divine realm.
Bye-bye.
That's true. We're no longer native.
Neat.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and try to dominate Yertle again
Okay.
next time I get a chance.
What's the range on that?
60 foot.
Then, by the time you have your next turn, you have a chance.
Okay. DC 23, Wisdom. Natural 20. It's a 1.
Now,
It's like it's a
Dominate,
20
if I'm not mistaken, is a concentration spell.
Yep, I can concentrate on as many spells as I want.
Oh, fuck, you got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good ability.
What is it? What do you do here?
Alright, I would like to say something.
Target is charmed, telepathic links. I can issue commands to the creature while I am conscious. No action is required, which it does its best to obey.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just say psychically to everyone.
You're in your own realm.
Yeah, it's
See?
Lights are
You're
off.
in the dark.
Aaron, you turned the light off.
Perfect timing, though.
Yeah.
You're in
Fine.
the dark.
yeah.
Yep, I'm in my own realm. The psychic doesn't matter.
And the command I give it is to worship Stan the Healing Man.
Let me just read this. Attempt to beguile human you see within range. Must succeed a wisdom saving throw and be charmed by you for the duration. You're not directly fighting. You're in opposition, but you're only working on his mind, not his body. So, while the target is charmed, you'll have telepathic link. As long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, you can use it to do commands while the creature is conscious, and it does its best to obey. Attack that creature whenever here. Fetch object. Completes the order and doesn't receive further direction from you. It defends and preserves its life to the best of its ability. You can use your action to take total and precise control of the target. Doesn't do anything you don't allow. The target same range, it makes any wisdom saving. Stan, you feel a great sense of energy as Yertle, where he stands beyond your vision, kneels to the ground and worships you. As such, his power passes along to you. You are Stan, the god of life and war. Both sides of the power. I will have to gather for you the powers that you gain from this.
Who's your boy? Who's your boy?
But as such, you will have all of the divine powers that he has chosen, all of the his domain spells, all of the aspects from his cleric domain. You will have access to a secondary demi-plane as designed otherwise. The boons, the divine abilities that he has gathered, the additional signature item, additional piety abilities to grant to followers. He does not have a stronghold, so technically as you have the ability to have a second stronghold. As you further gain divine power, which will probably happen almost immediately, you will gain double all of the relevant features for it as you make the choices further. In addition, hold on, I didn't add his number before, so I have to add this.
Thank you, Bob.
That's a bad precedent.
David can come back now.
I intentionally stated my realm just to see if you kept the duration.
Oh yeah, I have the multiple concentration thing.
Yeah, but like if you keep the duration, I'm permanently banished, which doesn't mean that much.
Including an
But-
additional 9,800 followers.
It means you can just leave.
Yeah, I don't want you permanently banished. You
Right,
can
but
come
the thing
right
is
back.
that if you don't keep it, then I'll pop back up where I was.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and like I was
maybe-
waiting to see if that's what you did.
So,
Yeah, I totally would do that.
I'm pretty
You're
sure
being a
that's
mild
gonna,
inconvenience.
fairly
Don't
likely
need to
going to
go.
put you into another follower rank up where you'll get to make 4 choices, but we will we will deal with that between episodes.
Okay.
So does that kill Yertle?
No. Otherwise, Yertle, the at least present worshipper, Stan, he can change his mind once Dominate is over.
Oh, okay. Now I'll have to kill him.
Why?
Because he's the god of murders and lies.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I don't have to. It doesn't.
No.
Like I would know it wouldn't switch back.
You could find out.
Oh yeah, I guess this is a good experiment.
But yeah, once that is released, the power's gone from him. He is but a mortal man.
Yeah. I drop it then. I drop the concentration on banishment and that.
Oh.
It's just me standing in front of him. I walk up to him and just go, "Don't ever fuck with what's mine."
I wasn't. I was fucking with what was his.
Yes, that was your mistake. That's okay. You can't make another. Goodbye, mortal. And I turn and start walking away. David reappears.
Yertle's just sitting in the sand, looking
Are
down.
we continuing?
Yeah. My question though is, are they still handcuffed together?
No. Handcuffs are probably loose on Yertle.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the loop of the handcuff would have fallen when Terry was no longer there.
come back, look at Yertle. You didn't kill him.
Are we still being attacked by the Men of Iron?
Are you trying to move out of position? Once they have, if you hunker down behind the wall that was there or whatever, they're not actively pushing forward. They're just holding you down until getting further commands.
We'll cast invisibility on us and we just walk out. We're not
Yertle,
under
what
fire.
happened?
You got in my mind.
Hmm. Well, that was not the plan.
You can see if he wants to sign that contract now.
Oh, he signed, because you did.
We got the God of War to sign the contract, so technically your goal was fulfilled.
Yertle never even learned about the contract. It was never even told to him.
No.
That's what you get for instant hostility. Could have been cool about this, but no.
Remember, if a toddler comes and smacks you in the leg, it's completely reasonable to slit their throats. They started the fight.
Don't believe the God of War is a toddler, so...
He was basically incapable of causing us harm.
He was up here.
Also, I'm stunned that you guys didn't think he was going to try to pull something immediately.
Like I said,
I was pretty sure he was going to pull something immediately.
Oh.
However, if he was going to inform me that you can dominate people into giving up their power, that's his fault. When you attack, listen, in war, the aggressor makes the rules. He was the aggressor. He made the rules. I just followed him.
like I said, if a toddler picks a fight with you, it's okay to slit their throat, so long as they started it first.
I do
That's the old
appreciate
man's
that
doctrine.
you didn't know that, yet you all had the mind blank on you.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I was
No,
fairly certain
I'm
that's
just
the reason you had
paranoid.
that.
The Mind Blake's just a really good buff.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Terry made sure the mind blank was around because well, obviously Terry's paranoid, so
It's kind of a necessary guard.
well then.
Oh,
I look at Alice.
How's she doing?
Yes, check with the conscience.
No, I'm just like, no, I'm
She's-
just looking at her because, like, I'm just not happy about
She's
this.
keeping a brave face, but she looks scared.
Well, at least she's that smart.
Yeah, she's being shot at by the soldiers that he sicked on us.
He didn't sick on anyone. They responded to.
Mm-hmm. Well, either way, the old man walked away. I'm gonna be like, teleport out of here?
I don't know. I'm gonna try something. I cast a minor illusion of a white flag above the area that I'm in.
Okay.
See if they respond. I said, hello?
Yes.
And it's like, I mean no hostilities, and I've not attacked anybody. Could I at least come out and talk with you?
Yes.
Okay. I come out and see
Cool.
if...
I dropped
What's
invisible
your
light for most.
position as you come out?
Whatever, I'll have my hands open.
Okay. Yeah. They're
Yeah,
still
hands
trained
up.
on you, but they do not fire.
Okay. It's like... I've only kind of heard of the Men of Iron through some of the rumors of the people in the desert to the south. And it's like, I didn't come here to start a fight, and it seems that it ended up going that way, but I just wanted to talk with you guys.
Like, I just thought you guys were cool.
Yeah, we came here for verbal nature, but things went awry.
At a certain point, as you're having that conversation from behind, Yertle kind of walks up. You can stand down.
Buddy?
These are not directly wise men to fight against. We'll hit them other places.
You gotta appreciate the guy. He's still trying.
So,
Yertle,
what?
do you want to stay here?
Well, I have my men, of course.
But where are you going? Like, we just wanted to check on you, see what you're up to before all this went down.
He gives you the most condescending look.
I'm also condescendingly looking at.
I pull out a copy of the contract and says, oh, by the way, this is what we wanted you to sign.
Yeah.
I'm just like staring daggers at the two of them.
Cruelty it is.
I cannot stand by this. And I teleport. I open a door. I open my door. And I go into my I go home. I go to J Company.
I've got to go make
Hello?
changes to my shrine, my sorting shrine.
I mean,
just
in the most
putting his head over the top.
technical sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the old man. He was the old man, god of actors, trickery,
Oh,
actors and trickery. He will now be the old man, god of murder, lies, and cruelty.
you also technically need to remove Yertle's name from the God of War shrine.
Yes, I will have to also edit his name. I will have to mark him as Yertle. Power stolen by the god of murder and lies, granted to the god of life. Or no, I wouldn't say it because he didn't give it to him. It would have been power seized by the god of life. I won't close his section of the shrine because that would offend me. But yeah, that more or less confirms everything I've ever suspected of him.
I feel like this is an entirely unjust assessment, but whatever. You've been doing it the entire time.
And I wasn't wrong.
No, you're still wrong. They started it, I finished it. How am I the bad guy here?
Because you had the power to choose a better path and you didn't.
So did he.
He's lesser than us. I
Now,
don't expect him to reach our level. We have a duty as
he hit
gods
you.
to rise
You-
above mortal concerns, but you are all so consumed with these petty competitions that I'm shocked any of you have any power at all. You don't
He hit
deserve it.
you. You hit him. It should have ended there.
he hit someone under my protection. I prevented it from ever happening again. You have just started running a country. Maybe you should learn something about how to do it correctly.
This is this is actually a defensive tactic of basically going overboard whenever somebody gets attacked.
No, you're absolutely wrong. It is a tactical thing. It is something that Sun Tzu would absolutely approve of. However, it's not right.
Spoken like someone who's never ruled anything.
This is an out-of-game conversation.
Oh no, mine wasn't.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
I am no longer party to what the old man is doing. I can't condone it, I can't support it, and I will no longer assist with it. If you wish to travel with the old man, I will be separate from it. If you need my assistance, you all know how to contact me.
Yep. Similarly,
I offer prayers to each of the gods that are not us, to let them know that the old man, the god of murder and lies, has just assumed the power of Yertle, and his power was not seized by him, but was instead transferred to Stan, the god of healing and life.
Interesting interpretation of events, but alright.
Oh no, I'm being specific. I am specifically doing it in a way that makes you look worse.
Is there an in-game reason for that, or just your character did not like him?
Oh,
I don't like the idea of issuing a narrative where he was helping us. I find it offensive that it might be interpreted as him helping us.
That's all I've ever really done.
Yeah, and it offends me on a fundamental level.
That all I've done is be helpful?
No, that you would think it's helping us. It's. I would not want the help of such an evil act. I don't want to be associated with it. But the other information would be that even if it's also the opportunity to tell people that even though he convinced Yertle to do it, the power went to Stan. I guess it wouldn't matter, yeah, because you told him to worship Stan, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really, that doesn't let us know anything about it. So it really is probably anybody could gain any domain.
That's not what you believe.
Just opposition.
No.
Oh no, yeah, because we learned that from the other place. It's oppositions only.
When you were in that, like, you, at a certain level, you became aware of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Essentially,
Okay.
each of your domains was broken when it was given to you by the messed up, crazy robot.
Yeah, yeah.
Had
I remember
I
that.
not
I
had
know I
done
had a
that
reason to
wrong,
believe that.
how would the party would have reacted had I done the inverse, though?
Yeah, apparently that would have been fine if he had succeeded.
if it was done during the tit for tat, then
It would have been done during the tit for tat, but someone decided to try to run off with him.
no.
So that
there
he could
was a-
try it again.
So that's what.
I mean, this is the second time you all has tried to assassinate
That's why I don't agree with the whatever toddler analogy. It's like, no, we had a defense that prevented it, but he was still a danger.
I mean, literally wasn't. He would have had to go through a lot more effort to become a danger. A toddler isn't a danger. A toddler with a knife is a danger. He didn't have his knife because we had literally knife immunity blankets on.
Yeah, but
It's like, yes, you chastise somebody for doing that. You tell them not to. You teach them the other way because you're bigger, better than them. You don't just immediately remove them from the board because that's just the excuse you're using. That's what an evil person does because they're just looking for an excuse to do it. Which is exactly what the old man did. He looked for an excuse and did it. He knows he's not supposed to be doing this, so he's looking for reasons to allow it to happen. It's the most transparent evil actions you can imagine.
I mean, that's true. And it's like,
yeah.
As far as being able to find ways within the system to rig it, but that makes sense that he would act that way.
I think.
Yeah, it's what I would expect. That's what I would expect in a place where he's outnumbered by people who aren't that way. He's looking for excuses.
So,
I mean, that's an outrageous interpretation of my character's behavior throughout this entire thing, but you've always done that, so...
I spent some time to think about it, and yeah, Rolfur would believe that. He would not like it. He doesn't like that there are people in this world who spend their lives making things harder for other people. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like that you exist. He doesn't like that you have power. He doesn't think you
Because
should.
fundamentally you didn't like him off the bat.
Yeah.
There is
this
somebody who could take that away from him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't condone that either.
And we have a treaty.
I mean, even without the treaty, I wouldn't have supported it.
Anyways, so Terry went home. Rolfur, did you step away?
Rolfur also left.
Yeah, I'm making edits to the shrine.
Billy?
I was going to talk with the Men of Iron and get to know them a bit.
Okay. Old man and
Oh,
Stan?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Ryan, just hanging out.
Yeah, before I leave, I let Billy know, because I do know a little bit about the Men of Iron, that they're pretty traditional, what you'd expect of a, honor first society. Don't die well, don't come back, no afterlife.
Okay.
But they do have some method to resurrect themselves.
Okay.
Though that was probably tied to Yertle's power, so it's probably now gone.
You have no reason to think that.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that.
Well, no, it's resurrection. I'm making an assumption that it was probably tied to his power.
Well, yeah, that is what you do.
Okay.
You would have known they had it before you guys returned back, so...
Oh, did they?
So, you would know it's more...
Yes.
Not
Yes, they have a method to resurrect themselves.
Because you met other whatever broken Men of Iron in the river, right?
Yeah, I bred dead ones who weren't worthy.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'll talk to them.
I guess I go home.
start walking?
Well, you can just door.
Oh, there's...
Oh,
He
yeah,
should be able to
you're
teleport.
back to
Yeah,
your-
he can teleport there.
Yeah, there's one place I can go. Yeah, it's home.
Okay, so you go home. Stan?
I'm hanging out with Ryan
Stan, Ryan, stay.
and little girl. Apparently, just us three hanging out still.
No. Alice walks into the desert.
I'm gonna touch base with Alice real quick. Do you need an exit?
She doesn't reply to you.
Okay.
We'll pick up the pieces from this next time, or maybe a few times from now. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.